Hey, what is the crack? It's me, the Minyon from AllCast Irish Gamers. Be sure to hit that like button, make sure to subscribe. Here, be my gamer tag, write it down, put it down somewhere, leave yours in the comments, and we will get a duel at some stage. So welcome back for another deck profile in Master Duel. Now I was intending to go with a different deck, my Egyptian God, but I've gone with Cyber Dragons instead. Let's get this rolling. Popping off Tree Effect Veiler. Now you'll notice most of the cards in here are light attributes, so Effect Veiler fits very well. You've also got your Tree Cyber Dragon Hurts, because I mean come on, it's a free search. It's also got the added effect that it can make its level become 5. You can only use one of those per turn, remember that. We've got 2 Nashester because it's highly searchable, so I figure 2 is probably the right number for it. You can play around and try and maybe put 2 Hurts, 3 Nashester, it's up to yourself, but either way it's in there. We've got your Tree Cyber Dragon Core. It's core of the deck, really is, gives you an extra special summon if it's in the graveyard and your opponent has a monster, and it's just your main searcher to get out your Cyber Emergency or Cyber Repair Plant, whatever you need really, he's there to get it. I've gone with 3 Cyber Dragons because I am running the machine duplication build. I might do another build at some stage which is trap heavy, but for now I've gone with 3 Cyber Dragons, 2 copies of Galaxy Soldier, because I mean come on, you open Galaxy Soldier and Hurts and you are getting full board. You're going to get Infinity, you're going to get Predaplant, and you're going to get Rampage, and it's game over. I've 1 copy of Cyber Altanin. Yeah, it's a flex spot. I mean, you could put anything in here. You could put Veer, you could put Dre. I've gone with Altanin because it's a main deck Zeus. You know, you just remove machine monsters from your field and graveyard, special summon them, and then wipe the board. And it doesn't destroy, it sends, which is really, really effective. Yugioh, because yes, so important to kaiju those big boss monsters. This is a going second deck, and you just boom, kaiju, monster gone, summon your Cyber Dragon, and contact fuse them away. Very effective at breaking boards. Nibiru, another great board breaker. Just so many decks will just go over that 5 summon limit. You pick your timing, you drop Nibiru before they get a monster negate on the field, and yeah, that's their field wiped. The only thing is, it is hard to get rid of the token if you don't have a way out, so that's where likes of Yugioh come in handy, and of course as well Cyber Altanin. So, on to the spells. Monster Reborn. Top extender. It'll just get another monster on the field for you to go into your Predaplant play. Very, very effective. Machine Duplication. I've gone with 2. Because you can brick on this, because you will only ever use the 1 copy. Very rare you're ever going to put the Cyber Dragons back in your deck to do it again. So 2 copies just seems right. Overload Fusion. Also, you might want to go with 2, because if you open it, then you can't do the Predaplant play. But of course, Predaplant can also send your Cyberload Fusion, so it depends. 3 copies of Cyber Emergency, because you really want to open this card. It'll search out your core. Normal summon core, he'll get the repair plant, and your combo just flows from there. So effective. Definitely recommend 3. And it's total ash bait, so that's another reason to have it. Cyber repair plant 1 is all you need. It's very, very rare that you're gonna need more than 1 of this. Sure, yeah, it can still be ashed, and it is really, really good for searching out monsters like Yugioh and stuff. So yeah, I could justify 2 if you wanted to go that way. Rev system I've used all of it once. It's just another handy extender to just go into Seeger as well as Rampage. We've got 2 Lightning Storms because it's a going second deck, and just so many decks are just going to go first. They're going to put a few cards down, slam a load of fucking back row. You want to just get rid of them. Cyberload Fusion, really good card. Don't use it as much as I should, but the option is there. It does lock you into only attacking with the monster you summon with it, so be careful of that. 2 Cybernetic Overflow. 3 is a bit much, let's be honest. You only need 2. It's searchable with core, remember that. It's also a good searcher once it's sent to graveyard by an effect controlled by your opponent, so that's another good reason to run it. Ice Dragon's Prison comes in handy so often, so bloody often. It gets a body on the field, it's non-target banish removal. It's just so effective. My 1 free copy of Solemn Judgment, I just can't justify spending UR to get another one. I think 1 is just enough for me right now. If I do a trap heavy build, I will be investing in more copies, but 1 is enough. Unending Nightmare, another 1 of, but it's really, really good. It's 1,000 life points activated. Once per chain, you can destroy a face of spell trap card. Destroys pendulum decks and so many other decks. Really, really good. I recommend it at least one. So yeah, you'll thank me later. Now we move on to the extra deck. Now we got Tech Rampage, 2 copies. You're gonna need 2 copies. I mean, this guy, he got me to platinum in like 2 days worth of playing Duels. It's the quickest I've ever gotten a deck to platinum is with this Cyber Dragon build. It just runs through people, because a lot of the time, even if you do lose the dice roll or the coin toss, you're gonna end up going second, and it triumphs at going second. You got your 1 copy of Cyber Twin, which I don't summon ever, so that's another flex spot you can maybe swap out. Tech Fortress, because eventually you're going to go up against other machine decks, or you're going to slap them with Chizukiru, and you're going to need a way to out Chizukiru, and he's a good way of doing that. Mega Fleet, you might want to bump that up to 2. You know, I've only got the 1 copy at the moment, but I am on the fence of getting another copy, because so many decks will utilize that extra monster zone, and it's just a great contact fuse target. Cyber Dragon Nova, let's be real, you only need 2 copies. I think if worst ever came to worst, you could probably like put it back into the deck using Cyber Repair Plant or something, but when are you ever going to go through 2 copies of that card? Its main use is to get Infinity out anyway. Once you get Infinity out, you're leaning on the side of pushing towards game. So yeah, Infinity, 2 copies as well. You're really going to need 2 copies, especially if you try to go into the Gaia and then Zeus play, which I very rarely do because you won't need to, but it's about having options, and having the option to go into Zeus is a lot better than not having the option to go into Zeus. So that's why Gaia's in there. You just rank him up on top of Infinity, and then boom, you go into Zeus with, I don't know, at least 4 materials, which is the perfect amount of materials for Zeus. I think you hit them with the first board wipe, they try to do something again, you do it again, and that's it. That's the end of their turn, and you really want to be pushing for game at that point. If your opponent can live through 2 Zeus board wipes, then they probably deserve to beat you at that stage. Relinquished Anima, another great card because you've got so many level 1s, but it's just really good if you put Chizukiru in one of the zones that the extra monster zone is pointing to. You slap down Relinquished Anima, you take him back, and then you've got Relinquished Anima on 3,300. Almirage, really only there to get your baby Cyber Dragons off the field. I don't think I've ever used his effect to protect something from being destroyed. I would say I will in the future, but at the moment in Master Duel I haven't really needed it. And Seeger, wow, puts in so much work, this card. Really, really good. You might even want to bump it up to 2 if you've got the room. But yeah, such a good card. Beats over monsters very easily, by putting itself up to 4-2, or it really just helps you OTK. It's really, really good. And of course, Predator Plant, Verta, Anaconda. This will go into Rampage. Rampage will push for game. 3 attacks, game over. This deck, I mean, it plays itself. It's so good. Check it out if you want to just turbo to platinum. I recommend it. Cyber Dragons, really, really fun deck to play. See you later. Thanks for watching. I was the Minyon. Bye bye now.